Welcome, guys. Thank you for being here. Y'all ever see that show, My Strange Addiction? Do I have everything I need? I don't know, but we got this hair dryer on. We sure do. There's a lot to talk about today. There is. I'm not even sure where to start. I did just drink a coffee, however, and I am jittery. I'm jittery. I'm gonna have to stop the coffee. I have to go and I have to take time off of that because coffee makes me anxious. It gives me the jitters, especially because the coffee I drink is so strong. Anyway, your naysayers are about to have a front row seat to your rebirth. That's right, honey. I said it. Your naysayers. You know how when you have children, little teeny babinos, and in the hospital when you give birth, and not in all places, but mostly you can have a couple people in there now. Back in the day, you couldn't have anybody in the room when you gave birth, and in some countries, still, you can't have anybody in the room when you give birth. In some places, you can't have people in the room when there are emergencies, things like that. But for the most part, you can have a couple people in your room when you give birth to a baby now. That being said, the people who have preyed on your downfall, those who have really, truly made it their life's mission to see you out of this life unfulfilled, to see you fall and fail, not realizing the same fate awaits them because it's a part of growth. We all experience it in some matter. You all stand up to fall. I mean, we even do it when we're children. That's how we learn to walk. So you're going through your natural process of life, and in that you experience some failures and some losses. But during those times, these are the people, we can call them the naysayers, who prayed you wouldn't get up. Right now, they're still praying you don't get up, that you don't get up, that you don't make it. Whatever you're making it is, they don't want you to do that. God forbid you achieve it. But here's what's happening. Not only are you achieving it, but you're loving the process. You're loving the ride. You're enjoying the journey. And all of them are standing there completely shocked. They're completely shocked by your attitude towards your rebirth. Because birth is painful. Birth is extremely painful. It doesn't matter what medicine you have, if you have an epidural or if you do it all natural, it's still painful. The whole entire process, the healing afterwards, but it does bring forth something brand new. And I apologize for the lawnmower, but it's part of the message. The fact that that's happening right now tells me you have really tamed yourself. You have really grown and come a long way, and you have tailored, I'm hearing tailored, you have really tailored yourself, and you fit yourself nicely now, right? Maybe you never really felt like you kind of fit yourself, whatever that means. I'm picturing a soul standing inside of a body, but the skin, there's so much extra skin, and there's just the soul, right? But it's now the soul and the skin are more of a perfect fit. They fit together better. So you are more whole now. You understand more of who you are. And I'm literally seeing people who are baffled by this. They're perplexed. They don't understand how or why. They snuck into your delivery room to see some sort of catastrophe. They hoped you were a stillbirth. They hoped that your soul would not go on. They hoped that you would sink, that you would fail, that you would not germinate, that you would not grow. They still currently hope this. They hope that you are lifeless, but through that you push and you breathe. And you remind yourself that all of this is definitely worth it. Every new path that you give birth to is worth the pain. But this is something people can't understand. They don't understand how you do it, and you do it so naturally. You've gone in there and you've just given birth naturally to yourself. You've went through the pain. You've taken the steps, you know. You went to birthing classes, you know. You've experienced a lot of life, and it's mesmerizing. But just like a baby, right? When a baby is born, we want to protect it, and before anyone holds it, we're like, wash your hands, cover your mouth, don't cough in the baby's face, you know, things like that. And I feel like, you know, you're this newborn baby being birthed forward, and everybody just wants to hold you and grab at you, even people who don't mean well. They just want to understand you in some way. They just want to be a little nosy, but it's not necessarily there to support your birth, right? Your rebirth. And so you're like, no. You know, a lot of times when you go through these spiritual awakenings or these enlightenments, whatever you want to call them, you have to isolate yourself from people in order to protect yourself, because you're kind of sensitive during those times. You know, you're sensitive. Your energy is sensitive. You pick up on things, right? And I would say the more aware you become of who you are, the more sensitive you become to other people's energy. And so you can't just let everyone hold your newborn. You can't just let everyone hold your new birth. It's very important that those who hold you are also people who care about your well-being. But you know now that these people, Bug Zapper, do not care about your well-being, for they do not even care of their own. So as you are becoming this newborn baby in a way, as you are rebirthing and transforming yourself, no matter what age you are in life, those who are naysayers, whether you know who they are or not, everybody wants in on your birth story. You know, they want to sign the book, like when you go to a wedding, they want to sign the book of your birth as if they were there, and not really truly care about your transformation. These people that we're talking about here, they're here today watching you grow. They're watching you. They're watching you transform who you are now, who you've always been, but you just didn't see it. You thought you were all the things you were programmed to believe, but now you have realized who you are, maybe not to its fullest degree, because truly we never stop growing and we never stop uncovering ourselves. And if we ever think we've completely figured it all out and we know everything, we're in extreme danger. So you are transforming. You've just uncovered another you. It's you, but you've just uncovered another part of yourself. Maybe you realized you have a lot more forgiveness in you than you ever thought. Maybe you have a lot more empathy in you than you've ever thought. And you've grown to become quite understanding of other people because of the trials that you yourself have gone through. So this is an aspect of yourself that you are uncovering. You're learning about you. And people do not understand this. Some do not agree. Some are not okay with your transformation because it feels as if they're getting a new baby, you know, and they want the old one back. They want you to be who you were. They don't understand that we all grow. We never just stay the infant. They want you to hold on to the identity that they knew you as. It's just easier for them. And also it gives them something to talk about, because once you elevate and once you uncover more things about yourself, the lighter you become, so therefore you elevate, and then they feel like you're leaving them behind. Then they feel like, well, I won't be able to extra read all about it, you know, I won't be able to do that because I won't know who they are anymore. I won't understand them. I'll only be able to talk about who they were. You see? It's a sense of like, it's like FOMO. It's like fear of missing out, or, you know, feeling like you're left behind. Your naysayers are people who feel like either you are ignoring them, rejecting them, or leaving them behind. And they are uncomfortable with this. They want a part of your new life, of your rebirth. But not everyone is clean enough to hold the newborn baby. So you have to protect her or him at all costs. You protect you. You love you and nurture you, because after all, you are the mother and you are the father. You are the parents within that nurture this new side of yourself, this new aspect that was always there, you just never knew it. And you want to nurture her, you want to protect him, whichever you are. I started writing newborn baby before I forget, and I heard jaundice. So I don't know if maybe you were jaundiced as a baby, or maybe you've been jaundiced before. I'm seeing a baby in one of those lights, you know, to get rid of their jaundice. So newborn baby. Yeah, I'm hearing something about incubation period. Incubation. You can put little monitors on the baby's legs now so people don't try to kidnap your kids. You know, it's like you are being monitored. You're being guided and protected by the universe. You are monitored. Yeah. I'm seeing like spirit guides, ancestors, angels walking up and down the halls of a hospital, of the maternity ward. But this is all spiritually, right? But Spirit's giving me a vision now. I'm seeing a hospital maternity ward, and like I said, these energies are walking up and down the hall, and there's a baby in a little, looks like an incubator, but not necessarily, just a little thing they put the newborn in when it's born. And this is you, and I see you through a window in the hall, and it's like no human being is allowed on that floor. Not in the room for sure, but definitely I don't even see them on the floor. I just see spirits walking up and down the hall, your ancestors, your guides, your guardians, angels. I see them all surrounding you in your new birth, and this is spiritual. Some of you are definitely healing, especially for me to see a hospital. You are definitely healing, and of course, because what did I say? Birth is hard. So either you're going through a very difficult time right now, or you just went through it, or it seems like it's been one thing after the next, after the next, after the next. I totally relate. Like, I get it. Trust me, I get it. Yeah, it's like a really long labor. You can feel like you've been in labor for years, but just know that you guys are doing well. You're protected, you're healing, and you're in a safe place is what I want to say, or you're in safe hands. Wherever you are in your life, whatever is going on right now, no matter how rough it is, or what stage you are in your healing journey, just coming through this awakening you're having, or just had, you are safe. So don't worry about those who are preying on your downfall, who are trying to get up to that floor, the maternity ward, trying to harm you and hurt you, who are trying to get you while you're so helpless, kick you while you're down, while you can't defend yourself. You know, a lot of times when you're transforming and you're transitioning spiritually, you're more sensitive, right? People will feel that vulnerability in you, and they want to take it, they want to embrace it, you know, because you can't defend yourself, you can't protect yourself. At least this is what people may be thinking. You know, people are here thinking that you are unable to truly defend yourself, and it couldn't be more wrong, because in fact you could be even more dangerous to mess with, because the protection surrounding you doesn't come from humans. Humans can die. Your protection comes from the spirits, the universe, and they can't die. They're not here. So your army, your spiritual army, your army protecting you, not only is invisible and can go anywhere at any time, but they're immortal. Whereas those who pray to go against you, those who have been trying so desperately to go against you and actively doing so, their armies are humans. Maybe weapons, but humans are their armies, and humans can be destroyed. So it's like you're thought of as weak, or others are thinking of you as weak, but actually you are the most protected. And it would be unwise to mess with you and try to harm you, especially. You have high security around you. That's what we have for this message today, guys. Keep pushing through life's contractions. Oh, there goes another one. Love you guys so much. Talk to you later.